do pride myself on my authenticity, and whenever I sort of find myself trying to change myself to fit in, I just think, you know what, I'm just gonna be me. We were walking here and we got some weird looks, but I was like, you know what, I'm waving my flag, I'm just gonna do me.
I'm proud of what makes me unique. I'm autistic, I'm asexual, and I've got this passion for helping the community be a better place for everyone. So I'm proud because of who I am and what I can contribute.
I'm proud of the fact that who I am, I can be. I'm not anything abnormal, I'm not anything weird or to be frowned upon. I'm me, and I'm proud of it.
I'm proud of the fact that I've always, my whole life, been myself, and I've actually never bothered about what anyone else thinks, ever. To my own detriment a lot of the time, but it's actually, I couldn't not be.
Being takatapui, being Māori, being Indigenous to this country, being mana whenua, for me the gift of being takatapui has come from my ancestors, and it's part of my whakapapa, and I embrace it. It's a special quality to have, and I just feel so blessed, and for me I'm proud of who I am because I know that. I know my whakapapa. I know that within our Māori culture, our takatapui, our lesbians, our homosexuals, you know, those of us who are non-heterosexual have always existed, and we've always had value, and we've always been part of our whānau hapu and iwi. We're not separate from, we never have been. It was colonisation that said to us that there was something wrong with us in Christianity, and so that's why.
I've come from a background where I was taught not to be proud of myself, and it's been a long road of education to get to the point where I feel really, really proud about myself. A lot of hard times, a lot of really, really good times, but being proud about being here, being now, and being able to show people that I'm confident and happy about who I am as a person.
I think just stepping out there and actually saying, this is me, I'm proud of who I am. Everyone's got their own opinion, but for me to stand up and say it, I'm here, I'm queer, but yeah, that's probably what I'm proud of.
I think my ability to stay positive, because I think that a lot of people can let stuff in their lives really get them down, and I think I like that I can just move on and just be really positive about like situations.
I'm proud of being the person that I am, the person that I'm created. That comment we heard earlier, be yourself because everyone else is taken, is exactly it. And that's the message that I certainly have for my own family, at a personal level, for my children, my wife, myself, and for the people that I work with. We embrace the different personalities and the different colours of the spectrum within our organisation. But the biggest thing for me is to make sure that we treat everybody with inclusivity, that everyone feels valued, accepted, and that they belong. That's the mantra that I have as an individual in my personal life.
I'm proud that I had the guts to come out. And yeah, I'm proud of myself for being who I am and expressing that.
I'm really proud of, firstly, myself for coming out in Dunedin when I was 17 years ago, and I'm proud that I stayed true to me. I'm proud that I stayed true to my heart and my unconditional love of myself.
I never thought I wanted to come out, but obviously I did. And I'm glad that I did, and I met my boyfriend, and after I met him I just had to do it. And yeah, so I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I made it, and I'm proud that I could be that role model for my brother who came out on the same day with me, even though he's 10 years younger than me. Embarrassing. But we did that together, and yeah, I'm very proud of that.
I'm just really happy that I found the courage. I came out to my parents, and then I came out to a few friends, and I've become a lot more comfortable with telling people.
Just proud of my integrity and you know, just putting my best foot forward and yeah, just being true to myself and making sure that people around me know who I am as me, as Lee. Yeah.
Freedom to be the person that I want to be, to love who I want to love. And when you look around, you see so many young people here today. We're all very proud of them.
Proud that I can be myself, and I know I have a community and family and a lot of friends who do support me. I'm proud that I could find that community. From that, all I've taken is support other people and love them for them, so that they know they're loved and so that they can love themselves, because everything is about love, self-love and loving other people and loving everyone together. And I'm proud that I found a community and I can be a community for other people that just represents love in every way.
Proud of being part of this community and knowing that I'm part of this community.
I've finally come to accept myself and accept who I am and what I identify as.
The thing I'm the most proud of is probably being individual and being original, and like taking that originality and individuality and trying to inspire people with it and see if they can become better themselves with the possibility of that.
Yeah, I went for this job and the person asked me, do you like you? And this big grin came across my face because I thought, I actually like me. I like where I've been, where I've come from, how I got here, and the person that stands here now. Yeah.
Just owning who I am, really. That's probably the best thing I can do.
My ability to turn a situation around and still be positive about it no matter what.
Proud of me because really I'm me, you know. I've been through a lot of, not changes, but things about myself that I thought I had to be like someone else or do this or do these sort of things. And actually it's probably only in the last few years, and I'm 59, that I really discovered who I really am.
I suppose I'm just proud in general. I mean, I am who I am. I don't bullshit. I'm me, and I'm proud of that.
I'm proud of, and in this festival, I'm real proud of everyone. Everyone's coming out, and to be a supportive person to help them come out. That's what it's all about. My son took a long time to come out. He passed away 10 or 12 years ago. But we've got good friends, and made good friends, and amongst the Pride people, so we're real proud. I miss them. I love them. I'm proud of them.
I'm really proud of my mum at the moment, because like she doesn't quite understand how I'm trans and everything, but she's getting there and she's like helping other people as well. So like when people ask about me, she's like corrects them with the right pronouns, the right name, and it's just really important to me.
Probably my mother, because she's gone through a lot and she's still here and she's still like looking after me and looking after herself.
I'm proud of my mum. She's had a few downers, but she role models standing strong, speaking out for who you are, and she inspires me from doing so.
Proud of my mum because she's always been there for me, and I think she's a real inspiration for people because she's been through a lot in her life and a lot of difficult times, but she's been able to push through, and like, you know, I just think she's really inspiring for people. Yeah.
I'm proud of my mother. She's so supportive. I couldn't ask for anyone better.
I'm exceptionally proud of my daughter, which seems a little bit of like cliche to say that, you know, you're proud of your kids, but I'm exceptionally proud of my daughter. She is one of the kindest and most caring people that I know, and she is often really reserved and shy, but will still give things a go, and I think that's really important.
I'm proud of any person who is, one, prepared to come out and be open about who they are, and to put to one side or disregard prejudice and discrimination and bias. We should not live in a community where we are afraid to be the person that we feel that we are.
I'm proud of anyone who comes to a challenge and they find that inner strength within themselves to be able to meet that challenge and come out the other side and be a stronger person, and then they can give those skills, tell those stories and help other people to empower themselves to be strong.
Isis, she's my best friend. She's really helped me a lot with my coming out process. She's the one I came with today. She's gonna start crying right now. But yeah, I'm just really happy that she helped me through all this. Well, she came out when we were in year 10, and she's just been she's so accepting. You know, she's never judged anyone. You know, she's just a great friend, and she's always helped me, and she's always, you know, made sure I felt comfortable and never outed me to anyone.
Caitlin's my oldest friend, and she's been there for me in every time, and I felt super comfortable coming out to her, and she supported me through everything because I came out very fast and very quickly, and I made sure that I came out to her privately so that it was genuine, and I wanted her genuine response, and she did. She supported me through it all, and then once I knew I had that support from her, I came out to everyone else just as really fast. And I'm also proud of my girlfriend because she's made a lot of strides in her being part of herself, because she was very anxious about coming out, but she has to her family, and yeah.
I'm proud of my friend who I'm here with because I think he's going next actually. He's trans, he's come out of school, and he's really, you know, he's putting strides in to be able to be himself, and I'm really proud of him for being able to, you know, tough out the upper any resistance. Yeah.
Being in an all-girl school and coming out as a lesbian is quite much, but I'm so proud that she actually came out and told everyone. Just to see someone that understands and they come out, and not to be afraid of everyone else judging or everyone else what they think. It's who you are, you can't change.
My wife, just being totally accepting of who we are as people, and living it really.
My uncle, he came out when he was about 20. He was in the closet for a really long time, and when he came out, he was beyond scared, but he's kind of the reason that I came out, because he sat down with me and he was like, if you don't do it now, you're just going to draw it out.
I'm proud of everybody, and I know it sounds like a cop-out, but everybody has done something. You know, I fought for gay law reform in the early 80s, and we had our heroes, we had people that stood up. But all the way through my whole life to now, there's always been somebody that's done something.
So I'm very proud of my little brother. He is more than 10 years younger than me, and he came out when he was 16. And he's not here in New Zealand, he's back home where I'm from, which is Brazil. And it can be really hard, and I'm proud that he is so brave. And he inspired me to come out, and that's embarrassing.
I'm incredibly proud to be a New Zealander. I think for me, New Zealand kind of epitomises human rights, and when you think of our colonial history and where the UK has come from, that is, you know, they did have church and state intimately intertwined. At least our colonial history separated that. But when I think of our legacy around honouring women and women's ability to vote and then to stand and to be members of Parliament, when I look at our Treaty of Waitangi process, and I call it our Truth and Reconciliation process, when I think about LGBT rights, when I think about human rights, and when I think about how through inclusion and valuing diversity, we're trying to say to New Zealanders that we welcome you, we want you to be part of our whānau. I'm absolutely proud.
I was 26 before it was legal to be gay in New Zealand. So we couldn't do a day like this until I was 26. And even then it was kind of hard. Now it's just like, wow.
Not really being able to go out down the street and hold a hand, hold your partner's hand or something like that, to now nobody looks twice. It's that's quite a shift. Yeah, and that would be probably in most places in New Zealand.
I'm really proud of the rainbow community, and for a long time members of the community have felt diminished, invalidated, talked down to, and have felt on the outside. In our organisation, we absolutely cannot afford to be in the place where we do anything or say anything that causes people to feel worse about themselves or worse about their situation. With our staff, and my job is all about our behaviour as a conduct manager, we absolutely expect our staff to live our values. And diversity is one of our values. And that's not just about being inclusive within the organisation, but the people that we work with. So it's been quite a journey for me for the last 6 months to 12 months as a police senior member within the whole diversity space. I could say that my eyes have been opened, my mindset has been changed. I've probably still got a distance to go, but I've learned a lot.
New Zealand has come a long way in the last 10 years in allowing the rainbow community to express itself. I'm proud of New Zealand for the changes that it has made.
And I'm really proud of New Zealand because the governments and some of the churches and some of the organisations are starting to allow us to just be who we are.
Got some friends who were from China, and they had done a whole search around what were countries that would be good to go and live in, and New Zealand was the country that they had chosen because they could be who they want to be.
Be brave, and to take the step. It's actually not as hard as it might appear initially.
Be who you are and to love who you choose, I think, is about being true to yourself, but doing it in a way that you're being respectful of the people around you, I think is key about how you manage that. It's your choice, but it's also being able to be gentle with people as well.
I am proud to be bisexual. I think it's really important to just be yourself and love yourself and be proud of who you are. Be yourself and don't let anyone else tell you what to do because it's your life, basically.
If you can, be yourself and love yourself for who you are.
I think it's being unapologetically yourself and just celebrating who you are.
Everyone needs to love themselves, to have standards for themselves and to accept themselves because it helps them grow as a person.
How would you feel if you didn't? I think is the biggest thing. And I think that's what it was about for me too, is that's why I had to be myself, because if I wasn't, then how's that going to make me feel, That's going to make you feel worse. And so sometimes it is scary and you do just need to bite the bullet and just do it, because if you don't, then you're going to feel worse than if you do, yeah.
People may judge you and may give you stick, but there's a wider group of people that will have your back and will help you to discover who you are and what you can contribute to this world.
Just be yourself, and no matter what people say, don't let the haters get you down. That the cheesy stuff, all the cheesy stuff. Yeah.
And for those who don't accept us, I guess I'd say be critical. Be critical of yourself. Where did you get this entrenched homophobia, transphobia from? Was it from your church teachings? Where? Because actually you're a human being with a brain. The opportunity to self-assess and analyse and to change your perspective is available to you. And I'm saying do it because you feel part of a community that celebrates diversity and difference, but also because we want to love our fellow New Zealander, our fellow human being, and to love another, actually you have to accept them for who they are.
I would say just do it, Stop worrying about what people think. I mean, I suppose some people live it easier than others, depending on the communities they grow up in and their peer groups, and I didn't really struggle that much coming out myself, but yeah, I guess it's just that thing of worrying about what other people think of you, and that's kind of an obstacle to get over in general.
The more responsibility I took for me and owning who I am and being proud of that, then due to the law of attraction, everybody around me responded the same way. So when you stand up and be who you are, then others will respond to that.
Come out as you want to come out, like be genuinely and unapologetically you in your coming out. Don't make it hard for yourself. If someone rejects you, just understand that if they don't want you and they don't accept you, then they're not worth your time. And you should know that you deserve love and you deserve acceptance, and if they can't give it to you, then just don't have them in your life anymore.
It's pretty hard to do.
Yeah, it is hard. Like letting people go is hard, but sometimes it's the best thing that you can do. Yeah.
Surround yourself with people you feel comfortable around and who support you, so that you can get the support you need to support yourself.
Don't let what anyone else say take away from who you are. As long as you know on the inside like what you believe, then that's all that matters.
In reality, it would probably be better if you came out. That way you could get more help and more support from other people if they knew you were out. But in reality, it's easier and happier for you.
Everybody has their time and place to come out. Do never feel pressured to come out when you're not ready. When you're ready, it will happen, and you will find the support is amazing. But don't do it until you feel you're ready. And the moment you feel you're ready, it'll be such a weight off your shoulders, honestly.
It took me a long time, and I think it's good for people to know that that's okay, and that it's okay to be yourself. And if it takes you a long time to come out, like that's cool. And if you do it as soon as you work it out, that's cool as well. Like,
hey, I accept you. Just take your time in figuring out who you are. You don't have to rush things. You don't have to label yourself really quickly. You can just take your time and take it slow.
You take it at your own time. You do it when you feel ready with yourself. You've got to accept it within yourself before other people are able to accept you.
I would say that there is such a big community that's going to back you up, whether or not the people around you support you. You have so many people that do, so don't be afraid. Take your time, make sure you're extremely comfortable with whoever you're going to come out to, and then when you're ready, let it come out like a blazing fire.
I came to the realisation that as a policeman, as a cis male who identifies as a male, who's white, who's in his 50s, who's also a Christian, that I probably stand for, to a degree, what some members of the rainbow community may not like. And I completely understand that. And I went to the diversity conference last year, which was a multi-agency conference in Auckland, and we heard some pretty stunning stories from members of the community. And I sat there listening to some of these stories thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe that the police and our dealings with some members of the public have made them feel that bad. It completely changed my mindset. So what I'm trying to do now is also challenge mindsets within the organisation of people that are very similar to myself. And look, I've been challenged by some colleagues, I've been challenged by some close friends on my perspective, and I'll make no apology for my view. I think we all need to get into the 21st century. So I completely endorse whatever we're doing in this diversity space and within the pride space. People absolutely need to feel loved, accepted, welcome, and that they belong regardless of their gender or their sexuality.
Like I saw, he was ready to come out, but I don't think we were ready to recognise that coming out. So that, and for me, I'm probably I could help other parents, you know, when their child wants to come out, that this is what happens, and let them come out and be open and be honest about it. It's not a sickness, it's natural.
Before I even came out, it was more supporting everyone, and it wasn't till a while ago that I found out a lot of my family were gay or part of it. And I was like, oh, okay, so I had no reason to be scared.
There's all sorts of people and there's all sorts of things to be be proud about, and the most important thing is to know who you are and your place, because you could just thrive.
Be happy with yourself and take your time with whatever you need to do, but when you're ready, we're here for you.
It's not that hard, it's not that bad, and what is to come is better than anything you could imagine. Like, just being yourself is amazing, and not having to pretend to be something you're not, and just loving yourself. It's just do it. I know it's hard, but do it.